Hello everyone, good day. I'm John Kevin B. Moraca, your instructor for this course, Angular. We will tackle the basic concepts of Angular that will help you learn and build your own project in the future. As we start, I know that you have a question in your mind before taking this course. What is Angular? It is an open source web development framework created by Google, which allows developers to build dynamic, single page web applications using a combination of HTML, CSS, and TypeScript. It is based on the Model View Controller or the MVC pattern and follows the Model View Model pattern. It is a powerful and flexible web development framework that offers developers many features and tools for building modern dynamic web applications. Basically, it helps developers in several ways, including a comprehensive framework. It is a comprehensive web development framework that divides a range of features and tools to make development easier. It includes features such as two-way data binding, dependency injection, component-based architecture, directives, routing, and testing, which helps developers write modular, reusable code and maintain high levels of code quality. It simplifies development process. Angular simplifies the web development process by providing a clear separation of concerns between the different components of an application. This makes it easier to develop and maintain applications over time. It promotes code reusability. Its component based architecture promotes code reusability, which saves developers time and effort. Components can be used across multiple parts of an application, and services can be used to share data and functionality across components. It enables faster development. Its features such as two-way data binding and directives make it easier to write code faster, with less boilerplate code. This allows developers to build applications more quickly and efficiently. It offers a scalable solution. Angular is a scalable solution that can handle complex web applications with multiple views and navigation. Its modular design makes it easy to add or remove components as needed, and its dependency injection system makes it easy to manage dependencies between components. Now, we will tackle about the architecture of Angular. What is its architecture? It is based on the model view controller, which is a software design pattern that separates an application into three interconnected components: the model, the view, and the controller. In Angular, this pattern is known as Model View Model, or MVVM. Always remember the Model View Model pattern because this is very unique to Angular. It uses a view model instead of a controller. So as we can see in the diagram, it's not MVC, it's model, view, and view model pattern. The architecture of an Angular application is organized into modules, components, services, and directives as follows. View. A view is a section of a web page that is responsible for rendering a specific part of the application's user interface. Views are defined using Angular templates, which are HTML files that include Angular specific syntax and directives. Basically, what we see in a web page is the view. It's like the home button in Facebook, the message button in Instagram, the images that we see in social media. Those are simple examples of the view in an Angular. View model. The view model is an intermediary layer between the view and the data model. It is responsible for exposing the data model to the view and handling user input and interactions. You may think that view model is a very complex kind of semantics for Angular, but basically it is not. It is just like the JavaScript functionalities, wherein, for example, you input a text inside a text box, you click the button, and then something will pop up. It might be an alert, it might be a new page, or it might be a new browser. That's basically the purpose of view model. It gives beauty for the functionalities in Angular. Model. In Angular, the model refers to the data and business logic of an application. The data model represents the data and entities that are used in the application, such as user data, product data, or any other relevant data. The business logic defines the rules and behaviors that govern how the data is accessed and manipulated within the applications. As we finish discussing the Angular architecture, we will proceed to the features of Angular. Number one, its first feature is components and directives. Components provide a way to create custom elements, while directives enable developers to manipulate the DOM and extend its behavior. Templates and data binding. Templates define the structure and layout of the user interface, while data binding allows developers to connect the data in the component to the template and enable two-way communication between the component and the template. Services and dependency injection. Services provide a way to encapsulate functionality and share it across multiple components, while dependency injection enables automatic dependency resolution and promotes code modularity and reusability. Directives. Angular's directives allows developers to extend HTML and create reusable components that can be easily shared across multiple applications. Routing and navigation. Routing allows developers to map URLs to specific components, while navigation provides a way to move between different views in the application. Forms and validation. Forms provide a way to encapsulate input controls, while validation ensures that user input is correct and meets certain criteria. Angular provides a rich set of features for defining and implementing forms and validation logic. HTTP and observables. The HTTP client module provides a powerful and flexible way to interact with remote servers using HTTP, while observables provide a way to handle complex asynchronous data streams. Deployment and production. Deployment involves building and deploying the application to a web server or cloud platform, while production involves optimizing the application for performance and ensuring that it is available and responsive to user requests. I know that these features are still new to you and you still don't understand what are these features, but do not worry. We will tackle these features as we proceed to this course. Despite these features, this framework still has limitations. Basically, every framework has limitations, so it's normal to each and framework to have its advantages and its limitations. The first limitation is its steep learning curve. Angular has a relatively steep learning curve compared to other web development frameworks, particularly for developers who are not familiar with TypeScript or the MVVM pattern. Angular needs constant learning. Everything is hard in Angular if you're new to it. But as you keep on learning with it, it's gonna be easier and easier for you to handle Angular. And maybe one day you don't need your guides to search in some websites for a code that you can use in your project. Its second limitation is performance overhead. Angular's comprehensive feature set and complex architecture can result in some performance overhead, particularly for smaller projects where the added complexity may not be necessary. Large bundle size. Angular's framework and dependencies can result in a large bundle size, which can impact page load sometimes and overall performance. Compatibility issues. Angular's frequent updates and changes can sometimes result in compatibility issues with existing code or third party libraries. Debugging can be challenging. Due to the complexity of Angular applications, debugging can be more challenging compared to simpler frameworks. Over reliance on external libraries. While Angular has a rich set of built in features, developers may need to rely on external libraries for certain functionality, which can increase the complexity and maintenance of the applications. These are the limitations of Angular. Just always remember that it's normal for a framework to have its limitations because a specific framework has its own specific purpose. That would be all for this course. Thank you for listening for the overview to this course and looking forward to, to meet you in the next lectures. Thank you.